We in the 4-5 stuck in traffic, but everybody's out their cars watching Havoc.
What is up, players and players? Neely's here from the Cool Poke Players, and you know what it's time is. It's time to do a week 4 recap of the Havoc Pack Battle League. We got some amazing stats and scores to show to you guys, so let's get straight into who won for week 4. Okay, our first one led us with two powerhouses starting off at Friday at 9 a.m. This is Eastern time against Gotta Pull 'Em All and the Austin Arcanines, and against PokeX, the Lucky PokeX and the Chicago Chestnuts. And the score here was 4-10. And even though PokeX lost to Pokemon last week, they're still on Pokemon's tail right here. And if Pokemon lost, this could be serious, as Pokex is going to be right on that tail. So let's see. We'll go later on to see if Pokemon actually lost, but to have 10 points in a Steam Siege match is pretty insane and ridiculous at the same time. Just to go to show you that Shayla and Coley are not messing around, and they're trying to make it all the way and prove. And this also proves that fan base, they have the least fan base out of everyone in here, and yet they're putting up a powerhouse. They're like second under the rankings right next to Pokemon. So, I mean, if you was doing power rankings, they'll be number 2 right now. So, this is insane. Well, probably tied for KGB for 2, but we'll see. Alright, this next one's a matchup I didn't want to see, because this two of my favorite people I actually want to get into the Elite Four in the with the home team with the LA Rapidashes and Jalaponital and Mike's Poke2, who I predicted preseason to win it all. But Mike pulled out a win here. I was saying in the pre-battles that Jalaponital can afford to lose here. Mike Poke2 need that win, especially if Pokehex and Pokemon won. Now we know that Pokex won. If Pokex would have lost, this would have actually been perfect, because Mike would have been right on Pokex. But being the game behind Pokex, this is good for Mike, and this is increasing his chances of actually sitting along that Elite Four and opening up those evolution packs. For Jalaponital, you're gonna see later, this loss really didn't matter to her. And next up we have was the game of the week. This is the top of the Johto, top of the Kanto division, going at it. And Pokemon snuck by with a 1-point win over Casta Nerd and the Cobatinis over here. But if Coney KGB lost, then this drops Cass down to second. I don't think he will be too worried here in this situation, because he's still just a game behind, and I think he does have the tiebreaker over Tony KGB, so Cass is not worrying about if he gets a win and Tony KGB lose, he'll be sitting right back on top. As for Pokemon, no, this is still undefeated right here, 4-0 going into this. The playoff picture is looking really good and painting really well for Pokemon. When I do the Week 5 recaps, this is going to be a little harder because Pokex won. If Pokex would have lost, it's been a little easier to paint this picture, so I gotta paint how many wins. I think week 6 is probably the magic number for Pokemon here, but I'll paint it out and I'll let you know on that week 5 recap. And last but not least, this was the game that was Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time against Tony KGB and the Cleveland Haunters and Don't Fight Ducks and the Saffron Psyducks. That kind of rhymes. Don't Fight Ducks and the Saffron Psyducks. Okay, but 8-5. Some interesting things to note here. Tony KGB getting 8 points is insane, because he got more points. Well, technically, it would be more like Pokex. Pokex scored more points this week than Tony KGB scored in the first 3 weeks, pretty much, because he scored 3. So, scoring 8 points for Tony KGB, this is a good showing. This is showing that he is a force. This is his league. He's showing that he is a powerhouse in this league, and looking like a huge favorite to be sitting on top of that Elite Four. Open up some facts. For Don't Fight Ducks, on the other hand, this is actually, he's had all tough losses, but this is a really tough loss right here. He had 5 points in Steam Siege. Aaron never gets 5 points in Steam Siege and still wasn't able to pull out the win. This was like week 1 matchup between Pokemon and Mike's Poke2, even though this was Face Collide, where Mike got that secret, had 6 points, but Pokemon still managed to get out the 8 points to win. But this is still another tough loss for Aaron. And could Aaron get 4-4 and sit upon the Elite Four? That's going to be harder. If he had to win here and still pull it out here, 5-3 would have been probably a better chance. 4-4 is going to be tough, but you never know what can happen in the second half of this Havoc Pack Battle League. Okay, what I have here are the Week 4. After week 4 battles, so all the battles been played out. This is the standings right here. We're gonna take a trip into the Kanto League real quick, where we got Tony KGB sitting on 3-1, Cats and Nerds 2-2. But if Cats and Nerd wins and Tony KGB loses week 5, Cats and Nerd will be back on top. And Hollow Ponyta got up on at 1-3. Like I said, this didn't hurt them because they could still get a chance to bubble here. But this is where this gets a little bit interesting, because we're gonna hop over to the Johto side over here. Pokemon sitting at 4-0, PokeX sitting at 3-1. Mike's PokeTube's at 2-2. Mike's PokeTube win today now puts him in a chance to get on the top of that Elite 4 in the bubble spot right now. He still has to win out some games and stuff like that, but it gives Mike PokeTube now a better chance, being down 0-2 and coming in and now on a 2-game winning streak right now. This is gonna be huge, and he's gonna need it for these two powerhouses in Pokemon and PokeX right here. So Mike can still have a chance to win out this division. Not division, get a wild card spot, but now Mike will have to pay attention more to what Cast and Nerd got to pull them on Hollow Ponyta do, because they can all. This division is still in the air right now. Tony KPG has statistically a good chance of coming out being the leader on top of this division, but any one of these can still get on a hot streak, and Tony KGB or Cass can get on a cold streak and can mess things up here. Save for Pokemon. Pokemon can go lose the next 4 games. Don't Fight Ducks can win the next 4. And then you're sitting and if PokeX go 1-3 and Mike's PokeTube goes 2-2 again, we're all sitting at 4-4 on a Johto division. That's gonna be really tough. But we'll see how that plays out. One thing I do want to know and tell you guys that enter in the comment section below. Who do you guys think is going to make it to the Elite 4? You don't got to name all 4, but which team do you think is going to make it to the Elite 4? Comment in the comment section below. I will be handing out some of these Volcanion code cards from GameStop that you use to get on the 3DS for Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Pokemon X and Y. I'll be handing out some codes for some lucky people down there. So comment in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to be sitting on top of those Elite 4? Opening up those beautiful, sweet evolution packs. But I'm Millie from the Cool Poke Plays. You guys have a good day, and thank you for watching.